Hello, this is Michelle Warren, and in this session I want to show you about the website for the EDU649 final project. As we enter the course, we're brought to the home page. To the left, in any of the weeks under Instructor Guidance, every Instructor Guidance will have a link to my class website. This website is a supporting website that supports the class and has a lot of information and useful tips regarding being an education technologist and also taking this class. This website is specific to the EDU 649 class, so I hope that you do take a look around. On this website, I have a link called Student Examples. And here we have several examples of work from previous students in previous classes. I'm going to go ahead and click on Lisa Johnson's Alzheimer's disease website. This is a very good website that gives you a really good sense of what it is that we are expecting of you in this course in terms of the website that will house your final lesson. You will see Zunal.com. This is how you get there. It's what's called a web quest tool. It allows you to develop a single web quest, one web quest for free, and if you want to do more, then you have to pay the monthly charge or delete your free web quest and start with a new one. The Zunal software gives you several links that you can add content to. I'm just going to quickly take you through Lisa Johnson's website on Alzheimer's disease. So in the welcome page, there's not a lot there. I'm going to jump to the introduction. I suggest that you do more with your introduction than Lisa did. Go ahead and just give it a full, robust background of what your lesson is, who your students are. Just kind of introduce this lesson thoroughly. Next, we have our learning objectives. I'd also like to see your learning goals here. What are your high-level goals for this lesson? And then what are the learning objectives that speak to those goals? So the high-level goals are your vision for the lesson. What are students going to be able to do? Learning objectives get into the specific behaviors of what students are going to do in order to demonstrate to you that they've accomplished this lesson. So Lisa's objectives, here's an example. Given a computer that provides an e-learning course about communication, adult CNA students, which is the nursing assistant students, will be able to describe what communication means, describing at least two types of communication and at least two types of verbal and nonverbal strategies for effective communication. That's pretty thorough, and this is kind of all the three conditions of a learning objective or elements of a learning objective, which includes the condition, the performance, and the criteria. The condition here, given a computer that provides an e-learning course about communication. That's the condition. Given a computer that provides an e-learning course about communication. That's the condition. Adult CNA students will be able to describe what communication means. That's the performance. They can describe what communication means. They will describe at least two types of communication and two types of verbal and nonverbal strategies for effective communication. That's the criteria. Two types of communication, two types of verbal and nonverbal strategies. So it's specifically what criteria will demonstrate that they can achieve this performance or this objective. If they do one type of communication and one type of verbal and nonverbal, does that achieve the learning goal? No, they have to do two of each. So that I hopefully will give you a good idea of learning objectives. Now, Lisa also has, to the left, she has an activities menu item. This will be the most robust and thorough part of your website, your activities. And she has, going down the page, she has the topic and purpose of the training, the description of the students, kind of the subject area, and she also has the time frame. How long is it going to take me to do this lesson? Here are our learning objectives once again. And then she breaks it out. Here on the first Saturday, they're going to do this. They're going to look at this e-learning course and they have 60 minutes to complete it. Then they're going to learn about this verbal communication strategies for effective communication. This will be a handout. And then they're going to have a discussion, and there's no rubric. Credit will be given for all who participate in the discussion. And she goes on down. The next chunk of this lesson is 2 hours, and she talks about the procedure and how they're going to go about accomplishing this learning activity. Again, this website is available to you through my EDU649 class website, support site. Now, one more thing that you have to do in this lesson, I'm going to jump to it right now. I'm going to click on the research cheat sheet. It's actually a cheat sheet. You have to do a tutorial that shows a student how to do something. You're welcome to repurpose a tutorial that already exists on the web and just rework it to match your own lesson. So I'm going to open up Lisa's tutorial. This is a research cheat sheet that she developed. Basically, this is a tutorial on how to go to the Ashford Library and how to search for specific topic matter, in this case, health and medicine. And she shows an example of the various databases that are available. And then she shows them how to put in a keyword, in this case, Alzheimer's. And she selects full text and scholarly journals, and so on. So this is a cheat sheet that she created for how to use the Ashford Library. You can create any cheat sheet you like. It's basically, again, just a tutorial for how to do something using the internet or using the computer. Finally, she has to the left a link to the evaluation, and here she has a couple of rubrics. I'm going to ask you to do at least one rubric in this class. I'm going to go ahead and open this one up. Now, in this rubric, she has three performances going down the left, arrangement of concepts, links and linking lines, and graphics. Let's see if she's got more. 4, actually, 5, 6. Content, text, and design. And then she has 3 levels of performance: exemplary, proficient, and unsatisfactory. So, arrangement of concepts, at least 3 main concepts, easily identified subconcepts branch appropriately from the main idea. Okay, so this is the brainstorming activity that she has them do. This is her mind mapping activity that she has them do. So there's a rubric for you. Okay, here's her research paper rubric. I'm going to open that up. And here she has the thesis is clearly stated, quality of information, organization, mechanics, and so on. Again, these to the left are the performances. What are they going to be able to do? And to the right is basically the degree that they're going to be able to do them. So the level of ability, and then the grade goes down as they accomplish less and less in the expectations of meeting the objectives for the assignment. Finally, there is a teacher page in the Zunal. Let's see if I can get to it. And on the teacher page, I'm not seeing anything. You're not required to do anything with the teacher page. It's kind of like a little kind of notes to anybody who intends to teach this lesson. Okay, so that is an example of a website that supports your lesson. And I hope to see similar quality work from each of you. Thank you for joining me.